Have you ever felt like someone might like you, but they just won't admit it? They act normal, say they're just friends, but their actions tell a different story. It's not always loud or obvious. Sometimes the signs are so subtle, you almost miss them. But if you know what to look for, the truth becomes a little clearer. When someone is trying to hide their feelings, those emotions still find a way to surface. Today, we're diving into 10 tiny, but telling, signs that someone is fighting their feelings for you. And by the end of this video, you might see someone in your life a little differently. Let's start. Number 1, they go quiet when you talk about someone else. Have you ever noticed how someone suddenly goes quiet when you bring up another person you might be interested in? Maybe you mention a date you went on, or casually talk about how attractive someone is, and they immediately become less chatty. It's subtle, but their silence says more than words ever could. That change in energy is real. Even if they smile and nod, their eyes shift. Their posture stiffens. They may not want to feel jealous, but the reaction is automatic. This isn't about being nosy, it's about emotional investment. When someone likes you but is trying to suppress it, hearing about you with someone else stings. And that quiet moment, it's their heart reacting before they can even process it. And that leads us to the next thing you might notice. Number 2, they're extra careful with their words around you. Pay attention to how someone speaks around you. If you notice them being overly cautious with their words, pausing before they speak, softening their tone, or avoiding certain topics altogether, that could be a major clue. People who are hiding feelings tend to fear saying the wrong thing. They don't want to reveal too much or come off too obvious. So instead, they keep their language safe, neutral, almost too perfect. And if they ever slip up and say something flirty or revealing, they laugh it off or change the subject quickly. This kind of communication takes effort. It's not natural. It's calculated. Because deep down, they care about how they're perceived, especially by you. Now, if you're paying attention, their body language often tells a much different story. Number 3, their body language doesn't match their words. This one is huge. They might say they're not into you or act like they see you as just a friend, but their body tells another story. Are they always facing toward you? Do they lean in when you speak, make strong eye contact, mirror your movements? These are physical signs of emotional connection, and they're hard to fake or suppress. People naturally orient themselves toward what they desire. So when someone's body is drawn to you, even when their words push away, that's a sign of inner conflict. They may not want to show how they feel, but their body language can reveal what they're working so hard to hide. And if you're picking up on these physical cues, you might also notice them trying to flirt without saying it directly. Number 4, they tease you, but never cross the line. Playful teasing is one of the safest ways to flirt without actually admitting anything. It creates closeness, it sparks laughter, and it allows someone to express affection without being vulnerable. If someone constantly teases you but always keeps it light and respectful, it might be because they're hiding deeper feelings. They don't want to make things weird, so they mask it with humor. But notice how often they do it. Notice how they light up when you laugh. And pay attention to what happens when someone else flirts with you. Do they get quieter? More serious? That teasing is more than a joke. It's a safe form of intimacy. But even though they tease, there's something else you might notice about how they bring you up in conversation. Number 5, they bring you up in random conversations. This one's easy to overlook, but it's telling. When someone mentions you often, even in unrelated conversations, it's a sign you're always on their mind. It might sound like, "Oh yeah, they love that song too." Or, "That reminds me of something they said." These are little breadcrumbs. It shows they're thinking about you even when you're not around. And more importantly, they want you to be part of the narrative. Even if they don't realize they're doing it, you keep showing up in their thoughts. That emotional repetition? That's affection, hiding in plain sight. And when you're constantly on their mind, you might also notice how they remember the smallest details about you. Number 6, they remember the tiniest details about you. You mentioned your favorite candy once, and next time they surprise you with it. You told a random story about your dog, and they ask how he's doing weeks later. That's not casual listening. That's focused attention. When someone is trying to hide feelings, they'll often hold on to the details that matter to you. It's their way of feeling closer without crossing the line. Remembering little things gives them an emotional anchor to you. And when they bring it up, it's not just to impress you, it's because those details feel meaningful to them too. And when you sense that difference, you might also pick up on how protective they are of you. Number 7, they act differently when it's just the two of you. Group settings can mask a lot, but watch how someone behaves when it's just the two of you. Do they get quieter, more thoughtful? Maybe more playful or open? That change in dynamic matters. It means they feel something they can't quite express in front of others. Being alone creates a bubble, and in that bubble, they let their guard down just a little. That difference in behavior is a tiny emotional window into how they really feel. And if you sense a shift in energy whenever it's just you two, don't ignore it. That's often where the truth lives. And when you sense that difference, you might also pick up on how protective they are of you. Number 8, they're low-key protective of you. They're not overbearing. They don't act like your bodyguard. But they do check in. They make sure you get home safe. They defend you in conversations when you're not around. They notice when you're uncomfortable and subtly try to ease the situation. This quiet protectiveness isn't just friendship, it's care. And it often comes from someone trying to hide deeper emotions. It's their way of loving from a distance. Because even if they can't say the words, they can't help but look out for you. And when it comes to their friends, well, they might not be so subtle. Number 9, their friends act weird around you. Sometimes the biggest giveaway isn't them, it's their friends. Do you walk into a room and notice a quick glance, a nudge, or a knowing smirk from their group? Do they suddenly change the subject when you show up? Chances are their friends know something. When someone is fighting their feelings for you, they often vent about it to their close circle. And that circle? They're not always subtle. If their friends act like something's up when you're around, it's probably because there is. And then there's the emotional roller coaster that might leave you feeling a bit confused. Number 10, they disappear, then come back. This one can feel the most confusing. One day they're texting constantly, laughing, connecting. And the next? Radio silence. They pull away without warning. And just when you think it's over, they come back like nothing happened. That emotional hot and cold often comes from fear. Their feelings got too strong, too real, and they needed to retreat. But the fact that they return? That's the part that matters. They can't stay away. Because no matter how hard they try to fight it, something keeps pulling them back to you. Feelings are tricky, and when someone tries to hide them, it can make things even more confusing. But emotions have a way of slipping through the cracks. Whether it's through silence, laughter, or lingering stares, the heart always finds a way to speak. So if you've been picking up on these little signs, chances are you're not imagining it. They might be fighting their feelings. But deep down, those feelings are very, very real.